Oh, hey there! My name is Dirt. I'm basically a goddamn hero. So in Ranked, I play Roadhog, running around the map like a dementia patient and forgot if I even played Ranked that day. Who cares about that? In this video, I'm basically gonna talk about spin hooks, stall hooks, head hooks, hog, slingshot. Oh god, I sound like a nerd right now. Basically, I'm gonna talk about all the things you gotta do as a hog player. Positioning is very, very important. Vaping, oh my god, I love vaping. Anyways, let's get into the video. Alright, let's talk about the hook tags. The first one is just spinning around or simple spin. What you do is you hook left, right, and down, up, right. Was that too hard? Oh, alright, let me put on my mouse cap, yeah, whatever that is. So you basically do just maneuver.
Oh, that's why it didn't break. Because Dirt just knows the literal devil's dance. This dude just moved his mouse like this. I think he literally I think he drew the Satanist symbol to pull me through that fucking thing.
It might look hard. It's different for every scent. So for me, I use 3400 DPI and 8.04 in game, and I hook with 5 actually.
So I'm basically going to hell.
If you're on a normal scent, you do have to move your mouse more. You have to do the same maneuver I do, but triple the bigger. Now let's talk about the more advanced spin hooks. God, I love just spinning them around till they fucking die. So I'm gonna show you multiple variants of spin hooks. Like what you do when you're on a high ground to spin them, what do you do when you're on a low ground. This is called the most basic spin hook. You spin him.
What the fuck did you just, what the fuck is that?
And then your teammate complains. This is the close wall spin hook. So you push him, and then boom, their head is gone. Now, spin hooks are very important. This is a downright spin hook, and boom! The whole point of a spin hook, it makes the hook closer. You can make a 1 meter spin hook, you can make a 2 meter spin hook, or you can get him to high grounds. Spin hooks are very, very useful. Like right here, I'm about to get him to high ground where you spin him, and like that. How spin hooks work is that you do a mini circle, and then you do a right or left, which direction you want the enemy to go. Like let's say if you're on a high ground, this is a right spin hook. You spin them, and then you look to the right, and they're up there with you. Alright, let's talk about something a little more not simple. A stall hook. If you have a very, very high sense, you can do a stall hook. A stall hook is very useful in a fight. Let's say there's a soldier right in front of you, and you want to spin her around, and like, you save a little bit more time. Cha-ching! Or another way we could do a stall hook if you walk backwards and jump while you hook someone. While Diva is trying to matrix it, you give enough time for your shotgun to go and the matrix disappears. So you get value out of that too. Another way of a stall hook you could do is jump backwards behind a payload. A payload is very useful. If you hook a tank and hide behind a payload, your hook will last a little more longer. If you look up and down a little bit, just like little micro adjustments, the hook will last a little longer, allowing you to, well, get value out of that hook. And your team gets to shoot the Orisa more because your guys are both CC'd. But you're CC'd in a safe way while the Orisa is literally in your team. Let's go to the other stall hook thingy majiggy. Slingshots. They're basically very important. Do you want to see your enemy fly into the bajillions of airs into the fin of... I'm forgetting again. Anyway, slingshot is pretty easy. What you have to do is hook someone, turn to the left, and then break your hook and they fly to that direction. But that's just a simple one. Let's say you want to do something a little bit more advanced. If you want to do something advanced, you do a spin slingshot. Basically a slingshot that goes double more farther away. I did it on hard blue.
Oh, he had the fucking move.
And he didn't even know the tech himself. Alright, out with the old stuff, now with the new stuff. Face hook. Face hook is one of the most funnest hooks to do. Where you can just hook someone and whoop, and here they fall off the map. Your hook doesn't break. Why? I don't know. And then you can do a face hook through a wall, and then do through another wall. It's pretty easy to do. If you, let's say I hook this Orisa, what I have to do is flick to the right, and then flick back to the left, and drag my mouse bottom to the left, and off the map she goes. It's pretty simple to do, and it's just one of the basic techs.
I go trick in the book 2x, actually. Oh, and another one. Is Dirt just the best? Why? I don't really know what's going on here. Might be the best hog player to ever exist, apart from Nozzle, yes.
Alright, let's talk about positioning. God, I love positioning. Alright, the first important thing about positioning...
friends.
Wait.
Winston here from Overwatch.
Huh?
I wanted to tell you some important information about this clip from Dirt Overwatch. You see, it is very important as Roadhog and any tank in general to play your corners. But what does this 5 IQ Martha fail to do?
Huh? Oh, where the fuck are you taking me?
Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Today's guest is Dirt Overwatch. Now, Dirt, this is the $1 million question. Can you answer me? What did you do wrong in this clip? Was it A, not hook Martha? B, use Pigpen on absolutely nothing? C, walk into enemy sightlines? Or D, breather at the wrong time? You have 5 seconds to answer.
Wait, 5 seconds? Is it D?
Incorrect! The correct answer was C. You walked into open sightlines. Anyways, kids, that's all we have time for. Thanks for stopping by. Now back to positioning.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that was. Anyways, let's get to positioning. Positioning is very important. Walls are your best friend. Hog is really good in like small little places, like where if he has not a lot of covers, he struggles a lot, like Havana and Circuit Royale. It's just a straight flat line, but when it's like when there's map where you can take cover, it is very, very important because you could finally take space. How Hog takes space is he uses cover by cover, moving more to the enemy, slowly by slowly. Another thing important in positioning, don't try to use your vape to get into that position. If you waste too much of that vape, you kind of fail because you lose your vape and you can't stand in that position that you just took and you have to retreat back to the area. Anyways, let's get on to the next thing. You counterplay as Roadhog to him? No, not really. Your counterplay is just basically hiding and make sure you kill him when he's 100 HP. Here's some things you could do though. You could try to isolate him with your hook. And then after you hook him, you can body block the charge, make sure he doesn't go back to his team. That's a fun little neat thing you can do. But it probably won't work most of the times. Mongo kinda is the stronger version of you no matter what. His E can basically out-heal your whole hog, so you have to make sure he has no E before you whole hog him. And another thing, you have to make sure he doesn't have charge before you whole hog him, because he could charge away from your whole hog and you can't really do much about it. Yeah, let's go to Orisa. Oh no, Orisa! Orisa is not that big of a worry anymore. It's pretty easy to take care of Orisa. You should still be careful since Orisa kinda does quote-unquote counter you, but I don't really think so. It's a neutral battle, it's a boring fucking snooze fest. We both control our lanes forever. Try to flank and try to kill the backline as much as you can, or try to win the poke battle with Orisa. But a dumb way to say it is that you could use your trap to push her even more farther and farther back, and you gain basically control. Her cooldowns are not that strong anymore too, so you should be fine when going into Orisa. Just try to make sure you keep up your tempo. If you're not, Orisa will, well, caught you lacking. Sigma is one of those neutral fights that you have. Just make sure that he's out of position, so try to hook him into spots where he can't get help from his team and stuff like that. And you could really easily brawl with Sig. If you have whole hog, try to save your hook so you hook him back or cancel his eats. It's not that crazy, but don't worry about Sigma. The other tanks, you shouldn't even worry about them too. Like Doomfist. You can basically 2-shot Doomfist, now you have to 3-shot him with the new patch node where everybody got a health bar thingamajiggy. But again, not a big problem. Winston, not even a problem for you. You can brawl any of these tanks. D.Va and Zarya, they're kinda in the same category, cause if you hook someone else besides D.Va or Zarya, they'll get Bubble or Matrix, so try to target D.Va or Zarya the most as you can possibly can. If you can't target them, try to make sure you hook people where they can't LOS the Bubble or they can't LOS the Matrix, so you still blow their heads off. Or you could do a stall hook where you wait for your hook, and then at the last very second that is left, you could try to kill them, so they mismanage their DM or Bubble. That's basically it. And lastly, squishies. You can basically one-shot the whole entire squishy roster, DPS or support. Now you have to avoid some abilities like Sleep Dart, Antis, the casual stuff you know. But the biggest threat to you is the one that deals the highest damage to you. And the highest damage, just try to kill them, like Sojourn, Cass and stuff like that, or Hanzo, try to target them first, or Ana or Zen, try to target them. Always play your corners before you go, and, well, do a spin hook and kill them. But that's basically the end of the video, and I don't have much to say, and all I want to say is thank you, and I hope you guys have a nice day.